Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic pick a card reading. Today I'm channeling a message to you from Archangel Raphael. So please take a deep breath, drawing the energy up your spine, creating a clear and open channel. And as you exhale, allow yourself to come into clear knowing which group or groups has your message in it for you today. We have group number 1 on the left with Wise Like Wood, group number 2 in the center with Finder of Lost Things, and group number 3 on the right with Difference in Vibration. As always, my loves, the timestamps to your readings are listed below in the description box. There you will also be able to find information on personal sessions with me if you're interested in a personal channeling session of your own, tarot, astrology, astrocartography, or Reiki. You can also find all of the decks used in today's reading as well as many others, such as my light codes, my ballet oracle, my graphic tarot, and the follow your heart oracle that you're seeing in today's reading. You can also find handmade crystal jewelry that I've made for you, as well as all of the books that I have published, guided journals, dream journals, and meditation journals, along with many other things that I have published and created to share with you along your spiritual journey. So, thank you for being here. I love you. I'm grateful for you. When you're ready to work with me, you can find the links to all of your needs for your spiritual development in the description box below. So, thank you for being here. I love you. I'm grateful for you. And namaste. Hi there, group 1. Namaste and welcome to your reading. Today I'm channeling a message to you from Archangel Raphael, and he selected the first group with the Wise Like Wood card. I felt called to include this tiger's eye in your reading today, which is a crystal of protection, and it is of course a crystal, but it's wood element because it has the same striations and a similar vibration to wood. I'm getting that Raphael has been with you a lot recently, a lot in general, but you might have noticed signs that are pointing to Archangel Raphael being a guide and a protector of you recently, but you might have maybe not known it was him coming forward. Raphael wants to let you know that he's been coming to you with sticks, like walking sticks, big beautiful sticks, staffs. He's showing me the caduceus. And there's also this energy here where you are aware that some of the things that you are guided to do have led you into some burdens. And so, while you're aware that you've been following your intuition, it is the fact that you are daring enough to follow your intuition through turbulent waters to get to an oasis, through a desert to get to an oasis, or through turbulent waters to get to a beautiful utopia, that when it is that you are crossing through the barren desert or the crazy ocean, it is during these moments that you wonder, why would your intuition tell you these things? Was it really your intuition? Is there something that was wrong? Is this a lesson? And when you ask your intuition, when you pray, when you meditate, the answer that you're receiving is all will be taken care of. You made the right choice. You went the right direction. You did follow your intuition, and this is the best thing for you to do. Now, Archangel Raphael wants to come through with support and protection for you and let you know that your spiritual abilities are inherently yours, and not to get lost in the delusions and dystopian energies of those around you, because what you see is truth. You receive your messages straight from the source, which is why, as Archangel Raphael has been around to guide you through your travels, through your transitions, through your healing journeys, you might not have felt such a strong presence. You may have felt the presence, but Archangel Raphael is an intercessor between you and Source, between you and God, between you and Spirit, you and the universe. You are also a direct intercessor between you and God. even the universe, even source. Meaning that you don't need that middleman. You have a straight tap into the divine. So Archangel Raphael shows up in your life and will lay a stick at your feet. Archangel Raphael will show up and notice that you have a tickle in your throat, and miraculously, it disappears. You are being gently guided and supported. And there is also this energy here of you not only trusting the divine and your path, but also trusting that Archangel Raphael is coming to you as a divine friend. Not one to bow down to, not one to necessarily see as above or below or holy or mighty, because there is an energy that all is sacred, all is holy, and Archangel Raphael would like to connect with you today, Group 1, and remind you that you have a divine friendship. You are both channels to the divine. You both act as intermediaries to pure truth, to pure source, to pure light. And while sometimes this can lead you through uncertain waters, it also leads you to the most beautiful, beautiful oasis that you've ever seen in your life. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that you have been fighting for a long time. You have been working hard for a long time. You have been striving for a long time, because what has been asked of you by the divine is not easy. Remember that you are sacred, not only because you are a living being, and that is enough, but also because you had a calling. You heard the calling. You listened to the calling. You answered the calling. And you continue to follow the calling. Oftentimes, those who have a calling don't always hear it. Those who hear it don't always deeply listen. Those who listen don't always act upon it. And those who act upon it don't always follow through when the going gets rough. Because of your connection with Source, Archangel Raphael feels no need to be an intermediary between you and Source, because you are not caught up in the spiritual delusions that are so easy to get wrapped up in. You are aware of the gifts that you have had for a long time that you have not been using, simply because they have not been necessary on your path. Archangel Raphael would like to ask you to tap in with your remote gifts, remote viewing, remote experiencing, remote incarnating for some of you. If that resonates, it resonates. Don't push it if it doesn't. You are aware of what it is that you're capable of doing. And you are also aware that this has something to do with your path. For a long time, not the part of your path that was right beneath your feet, but now it will. Okay. Messages, please, from Archangel Raphael to group number 1. Allow yourself to continue to receive these activations. Wood is the most intuitive of all of the elements, and it's often the most forgotten. Wood is the element of predetermination. Wood is the element of fate, of destiny, of remote viewing. Whereas water, it is an element of, yes, intuition, but it's empathy, it's clairsentience. It is feeling through your body, feeling through your energy. Wood is premonition. Wood is lucid dreaming. Wood is astral traveling. Wood is remote experiencing. Wood is walk-ins. Group number 1. Walk-ins was a trigger word for one of you, at least a few of you, but it wasn't in the traditional sense that you'll hear when you Google it or search it spiritually on YouTube. And there's a reason for this. It is because you know the truth, and this is a part of your path as well. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that it's important that you not only remind yourself of and embody, but act through your infinity consciousness, and to continue to allow it to take time. The things that you're called to do, take it day by day, step by step. You're going to realize that the reason why you've been called to the fire and water elements is because you were focusing on your grounding. Earth is cool, and so you are focusing on fire, but fire and earth make you require water. This process you've been going through, this alchemical process, utilizing the 4 elements, or 5 if you're including spirit or space, is actually building up or portraying for you the element of wood. Group number 1, you are wise like a tree. I'm actually hearing the song, life is just a bowl of cherries, don't take it serious, life's too mysterious. You work, you slave, you worry so, but you can't take your dough when you go, go, go. Keep repeating it's the berries, the strongest oak must fall. The sweet things in life to you were just loans, so how can you lose what you never owned? Life is just a bowl of cherries, so live and laugh at it all. Normally I don't usually sing the whole thing, but he was showing me the strongest oak must fall, but really wanted the whole energy of that song to be put in there, so you will finish what you started. Allow yourself to go day by day. You're going to notice that things begin to grow in abundance for you. And also that you're going to feel a bit more called into your feminine energy, your top spiritual chakras, the throat, pineal, and crown chakras, because you're tapping in so deeply with anchoring, with grounding, infinity consciousness, cosmic consciousness. And because your spiritual gifts, your pineal chakra, it is also grounding. A lot of these energies are going to be opening up your top chakras very strongly. And Archangel Raphael wants to let you know that in alchemizing these things, when you notice that these energies are then approaching your lower chakras, as they trickle through, you're going to notice that you are a lot more grounded in your energy, but that you're grounding these energies, yes, into your masculine energies, because any energies that trickle down from the crown down, they're going to go through the feminine centers, the heart, which is neutral, and then the masculine centers, which are the lower 3. And so, as they trickle down, you're going to notice this emotional and spiritual manifestation of your own personal masculine energy within your body. And Archangel Raphael would like to remind you that an alchemical process spiritually may take a moment, but to ground these energies is day by day. A lot of music here coming through. So, Archangel Michael would like to remind you that everything is exactly as it is supposed to be. You are supported on your calling, and to not be too cool to hug a tree and give it a big kiss. Remind yourself that connecting with earth is important, but it's connecting with wood that will be the alchemical medicine for this transformational process that you're going through. Things that connect with wood element include reading, premonition, lucid dreaming, gazing into a crystal ball, or scrying using things like light codes or crystal balls. Things that connect with the wood element are things like remote viewing. Things, of course, like wood and trees and hardwood and going outside and connecting with wooden crafts. The wood element also connects with the liver and gallbladder if you're interested in doing a deep dive into the meridians or the emotions, actions, and feelings connected to this element as well. If you would like to deep dive a little more closely at things like nutritious foods, qigong exercises, crystals to work with, numbers to keep around, etc. Archangel Raphael would like to remind you that you yourself are a master healer and that you yourself have a lot of tools, tricks, and trades that have yet to be reinstated in this lifetime. Meaning that you have practiced, traveled, studied, embodied all of these things, but just like some of your gifts that were not relevant to the path you were walking but are becoming relevant again, some of your healing modalities and gifts that you have, knowledge that you have as well, is going to become relevant again for you very quickly, very soon. So, for some of you, take out that book or brush up on some of those notes. Archangel Raphael is showing me blossoms, specifically cherry blossoms and peach blossoms. And these are related with the element of spring, as are wood and the gallbladder and liver systems. So, this message brings forward that your blooming and your personal fall might be something worth attending to and waiting for. And remember, people travel all over to watch the cherry blossoms and the peach blossoms. It's a very big deal when they do, because they are gentle, graceful, dainty, beautiful. And just as your staff, your healing staff, your walking staff, that really cool stick you found hiking that one time, or your sacred ancestral staff, your didgeridoo, just as this is sacred, it is, of course, a support, but what it is not is a crutch. You are the magical healing staff of the magician. You are and you hold the magical healing staff of yours and several other realms. So remember that you are not a crutch. You are not to be used as a crutch, but you are here to be an angel in your own right. Because just like Archangel Raphael, your near and dear friend, who sometimes will hide and peek out from behind a tree or a cloud to greet you. Just like your timid friend here. In your connection, Archangel Raphael would like to remind you that you are an intermediary to Source. You are an intercessor to God, the divine, purity, truth, light. You are clear. You were purified before you incarnated. And the strength that you have walked, maintaining this, cultivating this, and grounding this are energies that not only is long awaited for, but also something that deserves to be treasured. You deserve to be treasured. And it's not about your human suit. It's not about your other lifetimes. It is about what it is that you have within. When you let all of that dissipate, you are ascending, reincarnating, rebirthing, revitalizing, resurrecting an ancient energy that is coming through you. So, do not allow yourself to get distracted. Patient? Yes. Distracted? No. Archangel Raphael, which energies would you like to draw awareness to for group number 1? What are you assisting them with currently? Group number 1, what are you assisting group number 1 with energetically? Plie, fold. Retire, withdraw. Okay, it's giving the Ashtangas tam leve, time raised, exactly. Okay. Folding your energy, drawing that concentration, pure focus, and then withdrawing the senses so that you can ascend. So in your energy field, in your meditations, in your breath work, you are being called to withdraw from your senses, concentrate, become meditation incarnate, and then allow yourself to be fully absorbed into divine. Allow divine to truly become absorbed into your consciousness and body like a sponge. This will release your process and perception of time. Remember how we had this energy coming through of your process is something that requires patience. It also requires faith and understanding. So for some of you who are unaware, focus on your pratyahara practice and then your dharana and dhyana practice. For some of you, this is a reminder. For others of you, look up pratyahara and start there. For those of you who have information on the Ashtangas, the 8 limbs of yoga traditionally, if you wouldn't mind just dropping that below in the comment box so it's easily accessible to other group 1s out here. I also do have a whole reading on that. That was a collab with Vineet. So you can find that on my collaborations profile if you're interested in that too. We do have this energy of body awareness coming through, but it's not really in your body. It's a reminder that your body is the smallest part of your entire being, and that your being as a divine channel is relative to the experiencer, because you are the experiencer, you are that which is being experienced, and you are experience. So it's all of these things connecting together. So it's to fold the energy. It is to bend, open, compress, pranayama to breathe. It is to withdraw. It is to concentrate. It is to meditate. It is to ascend. And this is what Archangel Raphael is working with you with right now, and would like to draw these energies to your awareness. I'm really specifically hearing pratyahara, so please take a look at that. Others of you, it's time to start drawing again, whatever that means to you. I'm hearing something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. You are being guided, and a little bit of patience and a little bit of perception outside of time will do you wonders. Remember, this experience is valid, but not real. Group number 1, that is your channeled message from Archangel Raphael. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity for you. And as always, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful magical realm. If you are interested in a personal session with me or any of the decks used in today's reading, as well as some of the jewelry that I make, this is a necklace pendant. It of course comes with the actual necklace part. Or any of my books that I have written, journals that I have created, or just working with me one-on-one with some of these energies, you can find all of that in the description box below, which will be on my spiritual store on Etsy at Spiritualistic. I'm here for you in all of the ways I can be and in all of the ways that you need. So I love you. I'm grateful for you. And if you're interested in more content like this, you can find me also on Patreon. And I do have a little inner circle here on YouTube as well. And I'll be rolling one out on TikTok very soon. So if you are interested in joining the family in any way, shape, or form, you can find me all of those places. Join our little collectives that each have their own unique little vibe and community, which is beautiful. And all of that, again, is linked in the description box. So thank you for being here. I love you, and I will see you next time. Namaste. Hi there, Group 2. Namaste, and welcome to your reading. Today I'm channeling a message to you from Archangel Raphael. And you selected the second group with the Finder of Lost Things card. Group number 2, I'm getting to tell you that you are very much supported right now. And I'm hearing that very common saying, not all who wander are lost. With this Finder of Lost Things card, there seems to be an energy here that Archangel Raphael has been supporting you in and through, and he wants to let you know that an opportunity is on the horizon for you. When you see this, do not blink, do not think twice. Seize the moment, seize the day. Archangel Raphael would like to come through and remind you that your self-expression is just as important as your spiritual expression. In a lot of ways, this is what makes the difference. You have refined yourself as an individual, and you've grown and blossomed a lot. Do not forget to add the creative touches or maintain the creative touches that make you you. I'm being shown somebody changing around the decor in their home and just kind of picking maybe a more neutral palette or some really soft colors, things like this. And Raphael is saying in an instance like this, remember to keep that really big colorful painting or that thing that you painted or that thing that you made that's maybe a little bit not as neat and clean cut dry, that thing that is you. Essentially, when the things around you are ebbing and flowing, shifting, changing, evolving, so are you. But remind yourself to keep some of that quirk, some of that quirkiness within you and around you and in your expression, because it's very endearing. And you've also worked really hard in order to refine your personality. So your jokes do not come from wounds. Your jokes are not triggering to others. Your art is not, I'm hearing blasphemous. That's an interesting word choice, but I'm just going to roll with the channeling here. Your art is beautiful, it's colorful, and besides, every blank wall could use an accent piece. Well, maybe not every blank wall, but that, you get the picture. There is something here where you are, again, coming to the end of something that you've been working really hard on or with or through. And Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that some of the tricks that you have up your sleeve, they work instantaneously. And it's the knowledge of this that made some of them so easy to procrastinate. While it might not necessarily be your intention of self, sometimes when we have access to different energies, even if they're good and what we want, it can be uncomfortable as we acclimate into them. Sometimes discomfort is good, sometimes discomfort is bad, and sometimes our body and our mind can react the same way to both. Now, if it makes spiritual and logical sense why you might have experienced discomfort in a particular area, you would realize that whatever this was that would be causing the dishevelment in your energy field would have been removed. Or it would have been put on pause a little bit, and you would have had opportunities to work through, I'm hearing the bottom of the barrel energies, those very deep-rooted core energies that might have been left. I'm being shown a root canal. So a little bit of the energy like this. Before whatever this is comes up and out into your life, the positive things, the blessings, the positive discomfort, because you are expanding your bandwidth for what it is that you are able to harness in this life, in your energy field. So as you continue to expand your bandwidth, this energy that is exciting and a bit uncomfortable, not uncomfortable bad, but uncomfortable good, it will become normal as it gets acquainted more with your energy field. So allow yourself to normalize these energies, honor the excitement, honor the joy, honor the discomfort, but Do not look at the discomfort as a roadblock. Look at it as excitement. I'm being shown that scene from the Parent Trap movie, the one with Lindsay Lohan, where there's a part where Natasha Richardson says, is he anxious, meaning anxious and nervous, like totally dreading it? Or is he anxious, like anxious, excited, really looking forward to it? And Lindsay said the second one. So there's this energy here about this discomfort, about not anxious, nervous, anxious, excited, and letting that be okay. Now remember, sometimes when we do feel things like butterflies, it can lead us into things like karma, it can lead us into negative things. So Archangel Raphael actually wants to remind you that sometimes if you get the discomfort jitters, but you don't have a reason to be anxious about it, this is your body telling you something. It's your mind telling you something. It's your past experiences and your intuition telling you something. But this time, with this energy, let yourself be excited. It's a good thing. It really is. So, group number 2. Do not hinder yourself. Not that you would have the tendency to do so on purpose, but do not be so much of a people pleaser. Do not be so shy. Do not downplay your worth or your self-expression or your quirkiness. Do not downplay what it is that you deserve to receive or that which you would like to give or create. Because these things are you. Archangel Raphael would like to remind you that you are one of those things that gets better and finer with age. Over time, you evolve, expand, beautify, refine yourself, and you also get healthier. You are aware of the fact that you have been through quite a bit recently, and somehow I'm hearing that phrase, which gives me the EBGBs, but made it by the skin of your teeth. Don't love that one. It's like the MOIST word to me. But you are being called to connect with your heart center and allow yourself to maintain your clear and open channel with Source, but at this point in time, allow yourself to channel your heart center, because your heart is beautiful and it is pure and it does have less nuance to it than you think, which is why what does come out of it sometimes might come out with a bang. So let's get into your cards and let's see what messages Archangel Raphael has for you, group number 2. Messages please to group number 2 from Archangel Raphael. I'm hearing you light the way. I'm hearing, lead me, guide me along the way, for if you lead me, I cannot stray. So, you are lighting the way through struggle and chaos energetically for those who trail behind you. There seems to be something that you've mastered, but roadblocks continue to get in the way here, and it has less to do with your knowledge, your capability, or your mastery than you think. And Archangel Raphael wants to let you know that it's because you are the kind of person that when you're given a helping hand, or when you climb your way up by yourself, you look back, reach out your hand, and help somebody else up with you. And that is why sometimes you'll notice that you climb up the mountain and somehow the mountain turned into a treadmill. And so you were maybe feeling like you wasted energy, you were moving backwards. But in reality, the message here for you is that you alone can make the shift and the change in some of the lives around you, and in the life of yourself, of course, but in some of the lives around you. And this might be a truth that is occasionally a heavy burden for you to honor, and other times is one where you are too generous, loving, kind, compassionate, humble to see as pure truth, even though it continues to get told to you. You lead by example. You shine a light. And through difficulty, through struggle, through nuance, you continue to have a beautiful heart. You continue to express yourself openly, authentically, and lovingly. You also continue to let your inner child shine and thrive. And you are energetically and by example one of the best teachers that some of those around you could ever ask for. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that these energies that are coming in for you, you certainly deserve to be excited about them, and you certainly deserve to have them. So, let yourself get comfortable in little bits of discomfort and breathe in and out really in a really focused way when you are feeling these energies, because it will allow this to normalize in your energy field or to you. And so it might feel like a foreign object to you energetically, might bring anxiety signs, might bring interesting responses, might bring fuzzy feelings that could be good or bad, but they're being identified as a foreign object. So, when this positivity comes in, when this blessing comes in, breathe with the energy and let yourself naturalize into it, acclimate to it. It doesn't need to be instantaneous, although it can be if that's your vibe. But Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that your system will automatically identify something as new. And new doesn't mean bad. It means good. Here. So allow yourself to be open to change. And remember that you are now walking a clear and open path. You've been told this. You are now seeing it. Believe it as real. And continue to make the next step and the next investment. Just because you experienced an illusion of the mountain so that others could keep up with you without you losing your pace doesn't mean that now, if you continue to climb the mountain, you won't continue to make headway. So, as you just heard, Group 2, something in my home literally just flew off the wall. And it was something that is very, very stabilized and has never happened before in years. And this is coming through as a reminder that things can be energetically altered with the snap of a finger. An intention can make a flame ignite. An intention can make something fly off the wall, even though it's bolted in there. So don't forget that the things in your life can change like this too. Now, I'm going to cleanse this space, and then I'll come back for the rest of your reading. Group number 2, I did open my window, so if you can hear some giggling or the waves behind me, that is what you are hearing, the crashing sound, it's the waves. So, Archangel Michael would like to let you know that you are being called to work with fire at this point in time. Your energy, it's very grounded, and with this fire, we have the sun at the back of the deck. Actually, it is not the necessarily earthly manifestations of fire as much as that of the sun, that which gives life, that confidence of the solar plexus, that beautiful star that provides life for all of us. And there is also a change to your physical environment. You're going to be aware of opportunities for higher learning, and you're being called to take them. You're going to notice that there are some things that are calling themselves out to you, perhaps traveling, or opportunities to go out of your comfort zone. Some of you might be moving, some of you might be acquiring a new property, car, house, or asset, and someone else here might buy something like a van, or rent out a new condo, or end up staying in a place long term, like traveling for 6 months and just renting a space while you're there. There's this energy here of you receiving things that you want and also receiving things that you need in order to be the cure, be the medicine in this earth. Now, what is being specified here is, say you are a reflexologist, and say you could really use some more of those little pins, you know, those little pens that you kind of dig into those pressure points in your body. Maybe you will be receiving some. If you are an herbalist, you might be having more opportunity to receive different herbs and grow your apothecary. Or I'm hearing for some of you finally get saffron, which is interesting. There is also this energy of, if you are a crystal healer, you'll get to go to a gem show, or you might be, if you're an author, you might be invited to some sort of international book fair or something like this. You're going to be able to receive resources that are going to help you in the things that you have the key to, but maybe would require more resources. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that it's not you against the world. The world is not working not in your favor. In fact, it is working in your favor. And you are going to, again, with this energy that's coming in that might make you anxious, excited, allow yourself to trust that, yes, everything is working in your favor, and this is proof of this. And this is not dipping the toe. This is coming in as a cannonball energy. So, you have a new beginning for you that's on its way. And again, you have the key to your own success. You have the key to your own happiness. You have the key to also the liberation, I'm hearing, of hundreds of thousands of people. So this might be that you write a really good book. It might be that you start a really good YouTube channel. It might be that you are maybe you open up a clinic for traditional Chinese medicine, or for Ayurveda, or for massage therapy, or for Reiki, Pilates. You are, at this point in time, being given resources to, I'm hearing, allocate assets. And it's going to propel you forward into the next chapter of life. And you're being called to light the way. And again, remember your creativity, this message that came out in the beginning. Remember your creativity, because it is the individuality that is what's important here. It is your nuance. It is your quirkiness. That is exactly what makes you so special. It's what makes you you. And it is also exactly the thing that is your path to success here. Messages, please, to group number 2 from Archangel Raphael. You have encountered enough in your life. You know, I'm hearing, when to hold them, and you know when to fold them. You know when it's time to quit. You know how to pick and choose your battles, and you know how to listen to your intuition. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that you have the magic touch. You are being bestowed a golden gift of healing. He's showing me him taking a healing golden liquid light energy and placing it with his finger on your third eye. You're being given a healing vision. We have attitude and promenade, walking attitude, pas de cheval, horse step. This is my ballet oracle, so this is a balletic deck. You are being called, again, with the attitude, again, with the quirkiness. Chasser and passer. Chase and past. Go after what it is that you want, okay? You think that you are behind on something, but instead you have a head start. And that is what's making the difference. That is why you've had this perception. With fouette, whipped. Now, the way this is interpreting to me is you're going to absolutely fall in love with this next chapter of your life. You're going to love it. You're going to drink it up. You're going to love making the decisions. You're going to love the freedom. You're going to love the responsibility. You're going to love your apothecary. Some of you, you're really putting together an apothecary, or you're putting together a crystal shop, or you're putting together a brick and mortar store, or a Pilates studio, or a yoga studio. There is something here about a space, about you getting to decorate a space, but you having how many rooms you want, and what color walls you want, and what kind of reformer machines you want, and things like this. We have Tonlier with connected movement. Connected movement, look at that. Beautiful. Walking attitude and connected movement. So I'm hearing, walk it like I talk it. You walk the walk and you talk the talk. It's like you practice what you preach. Okay. Archangel Raphael, group number 2, is continuing to support you on your endeavors. And also, I'm being shown the expression being given a longer leash, meaning that you're going to have more freedom in life. You're going to notice that you get more freedom pertaining to what you can do, being able to do the things that you want to do, and also pertaining to the energy that's available to you, the time and the resources that's available to you in order to do the things that you have to do. Making some of your responsibilities more fun and giving you more opportunity to enjoy things that you would like in your spare time, which there will be more of. I'm also getting, again, unexpected travel opportunities for you, and a plethora of them, which might mean that you are going to have I'm really getting like 6 or 7 or 8 travel opportunities ahead for you. They might be local, or they might be short, or alternatively, this can be you going somewhere for like a few months. Like, I'm hearing at least a quarter. So this is going to be something where you are being encouraged to follow your passion, follow your heart, and trust in the energies that are coming to you and through you at this time. When they are exciting, when they are beautiful, when they are things that are showing you what you want to see, take a moment, grab that energy, breathe with it, and let it naturalize and normalize in your energy field. And trust that you are not holding on to anything. You are just simply letting this recalibrate you in a certain way. Archangel Raphael has been working with you over a long-term healing project or a long-term physical project. Some of you, it's both. Some of you, you're trying to heal something that is known to be unhealable, or some of you, you already have. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that this is exactly what he is referring to when he says to get anxious, excited. You might feel anxious, nervous, but it is the opportunity itself that sometimes you feel like you're climbing a mountain and you're not getting anywhere. But you walk so others can run. But don't worry, you'll get to run too. There is an energy of you being a little more dainty, a little more hands-off, and a little more elevated in certain ways. And there's a bit of a question here about what information to trust, when and where. I'm getting to tell you that you know where to look, you know what is unequivocally correct, and there is, again, creative nuance to everything around you. So honor and follow those unequivocal energies and guidelines, and allow the nuance to be that which comes through you, your creativity. You find that structure. You know which structure is clean cut, clear, dry, ancient, tried, and true. You are very well aware of this. And so, allow yourself to paint on top of that structure. Don't try to have a bunch of putty and let it be something that is built inspired by this structure. Do not find a bunch of different structures and kind of try to piece them together on your own and try to find the ways that they go together. It's not that you cannot do this for creative purposes, but you're being advised right at this point in time to look at the informations around you, see what is connected, and see what is con. And with that being the case, move over, find that perfect foundation, and then paint on top of it. Because I'm getting there are really only 1, 2, or 3 very perfect, beautiful, flawless foundations out there with which you could filter any information through at all to receive the truth. So find that foundation, because it will be a filter. And with that, allow it to be not a strainer, but a sifter, like flour. Sift the nuance, sift these information, sift these pieces of things, information, things like this, through this sifter of this foundation. And it will leave you with exactly what it is that you seek, and what will be left in the bowl are things that you can throw out. So there's no need to pick up a bunch of different sifters, because there really are not that many available. But if you're looking for things to put through the sifter, you will have no problem finding things to sift. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know at this point in time to stand tall, stand strong, keep your chin up and your chest out, because this is a period of life that you have been waiting for and building towards for a very long time. And you get to experience it, you get to enjoy it, you get to love it, you get to learn it, you get to walk it. So allow it to be beautiful, allow it to be pleasurable, walk with your eyes wide open, and continue to stay grounded, based at your foundation. And remember to keep a beginner's mindset, because this is the first time you're walking through these energies, and it's not the first time you've been a beginner, but it is the first time you've walked through these energies specifically. So certain things might come in that look or feel similar to what you've experienced before. This is to get you more comfortable. This is to help you with the naturalization process. After this, receptiveness and naturalization of what you have received comes transference. And after you are able to bestow and transfer this, you will notice that this energy crystallizes, not just within you, but within the collective. And this is where you will tap in with an even deeper, more profound version of your life path. So do not forget that the ultimate goal here is contribution, perspective, purification, and then perpetuation. So, up until this point in time, trust that you are on steps on a journey that's not over. But allow yourself to be present, keep a beginner's mindset, and be open to receptivity, because you will be able to bless others with this gift that's being blessed to you. But let it fully naturalize into your energy field before you even think about passing it on. You will know when it's time. You will have the opportunities. They will come to you. So do not look for places to outsource these blessings. Trust that these are chasing you. What you want wants you. And these are things that could not pass you by if you wanted them to, which you will not. So trust that this is something where these blessings, this new energy, it's going to be, I'm hearing that phrase, tied at the hip with you. These are going to be things that are connected to you for the rest of your life, the things that are coming in now. And this is going to be a blessing. It's going to be beautiful. But as you are kind of cannonballing into this energy, trust that this decision was made to bestow this upon you because you have passed the tests. You have passed through levels of consciousness. You've passed through purification. You've passed through karmas, lessons, trials, tribulations, and you've done it all alone. So allow these things to come into your life. Breathe deeply with them. And Archangel Raphael would like to tell you, congratulations. You are now in the next chapter of your life. Enjoy. Redesign as you see fit. And don't forget to leave a little bit of that quirky, unique, individual, group 2 spirit, those little sparkles everywhere you go. Group number 2, that is your channeled message from Archangel Raphael. What a fun journey that was. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity for you. And as always, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful magical realm. If you are interested in working with me, you can find personal channeling sessions, tarot readings, astrology, astrocartography, and Reiki sessions in the description box below on my spiritual store, which is on Etsy at Spiritualistic. If you are interested in any of my books that I've written, which includes these steps, by the way, in my comprehensive guide to astrology, if you're interested in learning more about that, or such as my Follow Your Heart Oracle deck, graphic tarot, ballet oracle, other decks, books, journals I have published to assist you on your spiritual journey, all of that and much, much more is available on my store. You can find the link down below, or you can find me on Etsy at Spiritualistic. I love you, I'm grateful for you, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. Hi there, Group 3. Namaste and welcome to your reading. Today I'm channeling a message to you from Archangel Raphael, and you selected the third group with the difference in vibration card. Group 3, things have been changing a lot for you recently, and you are doing everything that you can to be happy, healthy, productive, restful, and kind. And Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that yes, things are shifting and changing, and you might notice that what was working for you before doesn't now. Things that weren't working for you before, suddenly they are. This is not to say everything will flip 180 degrees like this, but there is this energy here of the cure being balance. Now, of course, you might have noticed that you were giving 100% across the board, and it was maybe only growing a little bit over here and a little bit over there, but it was not growing 100% across the board, but you were still giving 100% across the board. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that the energies with which you have been putting 100% and seeing no return are going to begin to grow. Also, you're going to see not only the fruits of your labor, but rewards for your past effort. Group number 3. As you begin to ease pressure, you realize that 100% across the board, that kind of effort is not required towards everything. You are at this time being called to diversify your energy pertaining to where it grows very quickly and where it does not. And you will notice that where you put less attention, that has not been growing as much, you will notice that you easily improve and grow. It will give you more energy, not actually to invest in areas that are growing already, but in yourself. Now, these might be energies that you are investing in for yourself, but the difference here, Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that here you are not trying to cure something, you are not trying to heal something. There is nothing broken that needs to be fixed. However, it is time that you are leveling up. It is time that you are traveling from one place to another. And as you are aware of this, Archangel Raphael would like to remind you that this difference in vibration, it's going to have you diversifying your energy differently and moving a little bit differently. Now, group 3, it is going to be important that you remember that not all seeds bear trees. And it's also important to remember that your seed does bear a tree. In fact, you can already see it, it's already grown. So do not compare yourself to those other plants in the garden that might not even be a tree in the first place, or the other seeds in the garden that may have been planted later than you and do not grow. Do not concern yourself with trees that were planted later than you and grew faster, for you are your own type of tree. And Archangel Raphael would like to remind you that the difference in vibration between you and those around you is that you've done the work. You showed the universe that you are devoted to it. You show the universe that you love it, and it loves you and cares for you in return. The reason why it's easier for you to see the beauty of this world, the reason why it's easier for you to find reasons to be grateful for, the reasons why it seems that things work out for you really, really well, is because you did the work, and you show the universe that you trust it and you love it, and that will always make a difference. Now, group 3, let's take a look at your cards. Archangel Raphael, what message do you have today for group number 3? We have the Devil in reverse, followed by the Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful. You do not give in to temptation. I'm hearing the end of that, is it Christian or Catholic Lord's Prayer? Deliver me from evil. And give us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Archangel Raphael would like to remind you that you're moving forward faster than you think, and that you have been putting in long-term investments that you're going to see a return on. Now, why is this so important is the question that's coming up. There seems to be ways in which you are trying to break free of a particular mold. You're trying to understand how you can have more choice, more freedom in this world. It seems as though rationally, tangibly, spiritually, you understand the philosophy and how you can step into this liberation that you seek in your everyday life. You do not give in to temptation. You do not give in to instant gratification. And you put one foot in front of the other. And you are not too quick to... You're not too quick to judge. You're not too quick to share what you're working on. There's this energy here where you follow everything according to divine plan. But for some reason, the Strength in reverse with the Four of Swords in reverse, it's kind of giving this divine surrender that you've needed to have for a long time. Five of Wands. Okay, Four of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that you do everything that you do with others in mind. And even that which you do selfishly benefits others. And so, while you do this, you are being shown that this is a temptation for you as an individual that is being taken out of your life. Now, it is always beautiful to give. It is always beautiful to love others, but there is also this energy where you are being called not to be overlooked, but to overlook. You are being called not to put yourself in situations that you'll have to heal from, but rather to honor the fact that you are and have healed and you have finished this, and that you have moved forward a long time ago. There seems to be an energy of leveling here that you've dealt with a lot. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that you have a gift on its way for you, and it seems to show up in a way that doesn't seem very abundant. But there is abundance. It's just not going to be connected to this gift. But it will be a gift. There's something you're expecting to make your life harder, and it will not. Now, the reason that Archangel Raphael has this message for you today is because there's something here that you are keeping close to your chest. You perhaps wish to leave a particular situation, a particular person, a particular job, a particular town. This will shed from your energy field when it is time. Or that need to release that will shed in your energy field naturally. You have a particular wish pertaining to a place, several places, traveling, moving, or something like this. And Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that this is supported, bound to happen, and possible sooner than you think. There is also this energy of trust that you have completed the spiritual connection journey required of you at this point in your life. It has taken you a long time to get up until this point. You will experience a flow of blessings, a wave of ease and calmness. You get to play, you get to rest. And then, after a while, you will get to begin all over again, but not from square one. Rather, with everything that you have learned and built and done underneath your feet as a foundation, you are aware that there are certain energies that are not worth trying to fight against, picking and choosing your battles. There are certain energies that are not worth the energy. 5 of Wands card often indicates people that are fighting, but there is no success, there is no victor, and there's nothing that they're fighting over. It's fighting for the sake of fighting. Now, this can be helpful when it comes to working for the sake of working, loving for the sake of loving, meditating for the sake of meditating, because this takes out any unfulfilled desires that might cause suffering. It removes the suffering, it removes the illusion. And with this, though, you are being called to identify where certain energies are just simply not worth arming yourself towards. And this doesn't need to be a fight in a particular way. This can be something that is just a regular struggle for you in life, where you don't know what to do, and so you are trying your best. Now, Group 3, Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that things are not going to be stuck much longer, and that you have transcended the student into the teacher energy, and you are now stepping back into a almost retired neutral energy, where you can think about your day's teaching, you can think about your day's learning. And of course, you will always be both a student and a teacher. But there's something here that's changing about you, about your calling, about your life, about the chapter of life that you're in. It's changing drastically. And so, while you might feel that there are some energies or some ideas or some situations that are a little bit prickly around you, Archangel Raphael would like to remind you that sometimes prickly energy can be a healing solution. Think of acupuncture, for example. Now, you are aware that you are looking around for things you can remedy, things you can fix, things you can heal, and the only things you can find are things that are out of your control right now. There's a reason for this. Group number 3, please stop looking for things to fix. Please stop looking for things to manage. Please stop looking for things to tidy them up, because it's already perfect. And while it's true you're continuing to level up, this point in life, you're going to recognize that those things that you have held within because you were tidying up, those are the things that are going to level you up. Those are the things that are reminiscent of this next chapter in your life. Archangel Raphael would like to remind you to drink your water and to add electrolytes to make sure that you are not hyperfixating on any one area of your life at this point in time, and that you experience life as being, as consciousness, as existence, being as present as possible. Be alive for the sake of being alive. Enjoy your life for the sake of enjoying your life. At this point in time, you are meditating beautifully. It is the right thing to do. You are eating beautifully. It is the right thing to do. You are exercising beautifully, which is the right thing to do. You are organizing things, which is the right thing to do. But apart from this nuance of right or wrong, while it's important to be determined, while it's important to focus on order in your life, you are at a place where you are going from order to creativity to flow. You are going from Virgo to Pisces. Allow yourself to be at that balanced point in between. And if you've been leaning a little too into one, you will find that the remedy lies within the other. You might feel as though you need to tighten the belt, knuckle down a little bit more into those Virgo-esque energies. But that's exactly what a Virgo would do, and that's exactly what would draw them out of balance with the rest of the zodiac signs, with the rest of the chart as a whole system. So, getting into the ballet oracle here, Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that he's working with you on some things right now. And we're going to take a look at what they are. There's also this energy. I'm being called to remind you, okay, your North Node is not what you are growing into in this life. Your South Node is where you were. And the North Node is your remedy to get to where you're going. But you're not landing in that zodiac sign or in that planet or in that house. You are in a balanced point that is the axis point in the middle of your whole astrology chart. So it is finding that balance point in between. Otherwise, it will throw you just as off balance. So, well, it might feel really good and productive and like you're doing the right thing to fully lean into that North Node. Remember that your South Node and your North Node, these are your tool belt. There are the tools that you are meant to gain and acquire over this life, your North Node, and there are the tools that you come inherently with, your ascendant of your past life, your South Node. And so, with this being the case, it's important that you acknowledge the entire tool belt and that you see this belt or this box as that. You keep it balanced in the center. You don't only grab the hammer because it's the shiny one. Sometimes you don't need a hammer. Sometimes you need a screwdriver or a drill. So remember to stay at that balance point in between your North and South Node, not to lean too much into your North Node. There's a lot of misinformation about that here, and that is not what the ancient teachings say at all whatsoever. It is not what any form of astrology, except for the last 20 years in pop culture, has invented out of a misunderstanding. So remember that it is important to source and cite your information that you are receiving. And with that being the case, don't lean too much into where you think you're supposed to go. You have done a lot, and you notice that you're giving 100% of your energy across the board 100%. And there are things that aren't growing. Why? Because you're pushing forward. You're not meant to go backwards, but you're supposed to be present. And that is exactly the message coming through for you today. So which energies is Archangel Raphael working with you today? Group 3, Archangel Raphael. What energies would you like to draw to the awareness, okay, for group number 3? Are you coming out? Yes, okay. Oh, we have third position, the elusive third position in ballet. This is saying that there's something here that's being overlooked pertaining to your expression. There's something here that is not what you would expect it to be looking at it from afar. But the closer that you get, the more that you understand, pas de cheval, step of the horse. There will be more that you understand that some of the nuance that you're being encouraged to pick up, it is actually self-expression and communication, and there's a little bit of confidence, pride, and ego that you can afford to actually embody in your life. Not to move from ego, but not to villainize ego either. That's also misinformation. You're supposed to cleanse, purify, and befriend your ego and ascend your solar plexus just like all the rest of your chakras. So the villainization of the solar plexus chakra is something that you are being encouraged to either drop or just observe around you. And remember as well with glissade, glide, penché, and en dedans, leaning and inside. Okay. Oh, we have inside and outside. We've got duality coming in with en dehors. There's something that from afar it looks one way, but when you look at the details, it's another. For example, if you look at Sagittarius, you say, oh, higher learning and expansion. And yes, Sagittarius and 9 and Jupiter, they match each other, But what was just described was actually Jupiter's energy, and by proxy a little bit of the ninth house, but not even Sagittarius energy. So, looking at things from the outside, you might mesh them all together, like, oh, all of these things are Jupiter and ninth house and Sagittarius. But each one is their own individual piece of that three-piece puzzle. And that deserves to be seen and honored. So there's something here about the way that you see something as accurate, as technically correct, but not very commonly seen. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that you're being called to have a little bit of fun, a little bit of passion, and exercise your freedom in all of the ways that you can, in the ways that you move about your life. You will notice that life gets more fun the more that you exercise your free will. Not in, of course, crazy ways that are unhealthy for you. We have the devil in reverse here. But in ways that are like reminding yourself that you can eat a banana sideways. Or in ways where you can remember that you can just go outside for a walk during the sunshine. You don't have to stay inside and do the things that you think you have to do. You can have that glass of tea. You don't have to wait until you finish your task to have that glass of tea. Things like this. You can create more freedom in your life by finding where that wiggle room might be, not from a structured place, but from actually pulling back into the more Piscean energies. There's a little bit of this energy where you're leaning one direction, and so in order to come back to center, you're going to feel like you're leaning the other. And Archangel Raphael wants to remind you to look inside this, look within this. There is something from your very early youth that is going to be coming up as a theme, and you might not know exactly why, but it's something that's shown up for you a lot. You feel as though it's relevant, but it seems to be outside of you. But when you realize that you can release that energy in between and you exercise that freedom, you will find the you that fits within that narrative or that fits within that energy. And you'll release your perspective on that energy so that these two things actually coincide and fit together. There's something here about not being seen by anyone except those that are willing to see or able to see. There's something here about thinking that you're not being heard, but in reality, what it is you have to say, it's absolutely adored and it's cherished. And there's this energy of someone sitting on the edge of their seat, waiting to see what outfit you choose or waiting to see what you have to say next. Archangel Raphael would like to let you know that you are not here to heal others anymore. That is a part of your journey. It's a part of your life path, but your life path has many different parts to it. Group number 3, you are the person in these groups that has 50 different callings throughout your life. You are the one that has mastered a lot of different things, and you run around the bases wanting to get all of them done. You're a teacher, you're a student, you're a scholar, you're a goofball. You are all of these things put together. You are multidimensional, and on top of this, you have a lot of different things that you can experiment with yourself, that you can show the world, that you can play with, that you can have fun with, and you're being encouraged to let those other parts of you that are not in the confines of what you're currently behaving as or what you currently do keep you in a box so that those things can express themselves. Now, it's not to say to let go of all of those things. It's not saying to let go of interacting with all of those things. It is saying to let go of your grip that stops you from embodying more energy at once. Now, where do you get the time? Where do you get the energy? Where do you get the vibe? And this is where lean out of Virgo and into Pisces. And don't lean into Pisces. It will feel like it. You're pulling the arrow back so that it can be shot forward precisely. And that point in the center is balance. And when you're leaning a little to one side, you're gonna feel like you're pulled the other way. In reality, you're being pulled to the center. It's just like if you put a little too much weight in your right foot when you're standing, when you begin to fix it, you feel like you're leaning on your left foot, but in reality, your weight is equally distributed. So my beautiful group 3s, Archangel Raphael would like to encourage you to go outside when you would normally stay inside, to stay inside when you would normally go outside, to delegate some of the tasks that you would normally do by yourself, and do by yourself some of the tasks you would normally delegate. See how you are being pinched in a certain direction, and allow yourself to stand on your head, do a headstand, turn upside down, do a shoulder stand. See the world from a different perspective. You know, we have the Hanged Man here with the Punche card, and there's a little bit of this energy of rocking the boat on purpose, not in a way that creates instability, but in a way that actually gives you more fluidity. It's kind of giving mobility exercises. So, Let yourself play, let yourself enjoy, let yourself have fun, and trust that everything that you've been working towards is going to come to harvest. All seeds don't bear fruit, but yours certainly does. So, group number 3, this is your channeled message from Archangel Raphael. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity for you. I apologize about the background noise. There's nothing I could do about it at this point in time. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, you'll be able to find personal channeling sessions, personal light codes, tarot readings, astrology, astrocartography, and Reiki sessions from me to you on my store on Etsy at Spiritualistic. You'll find that linked in the description box. You'll also be able to find all of the decks used in today's reading, my Follow Your Heart Oracle, my Ballet Oracle, and my Graphic Tarot. You'll also be able to find my books I have published, Comprehensive Guide to Astrology, which I talked about everything included in this reading in there. The Fool's Journey, which is, of course, the Fool's Journey as pertaining to tarot, a nice little allegory for that you can use for divination. And the Guided Self-Exploration Journal, which is a bunch of guided journal prompts that's meant to help you with your shadow work and spiritual evolution. And you can also find journals such as dream journals, intention journals, meditation journals, all on my store in the description box below. So there are a lot of different tools and goodies that can help you out with your spiritual progress and journey when you're ready. I also wrap crystal necklaces on occasion. Each one is one of a kind and handmade by me, given lots of love and Reiki. So if you're interested in picking up one of those, you can find that on my store. My Patreon and YouTube members channel do have exclusive content you cannot find anywhere else, and those are going to be linked in the description box below. If you're interested in tons of more content like this and more from me, you can find all of that there as well. Also, I'd like to thank you for being here. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful magical realm. I would like to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe to this video, to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and remind you that I love you, I'm grateful for you, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.